Okay, good evening. Hello. We are here for the free hypnosis to end the year on a high. And so in a few minutes, I'm going to go into a guided hypnosis so that you can sit back, relax, and feel good. You can let go of any stress or tension you've been holding on to. And you can allow yourself to really just flow with the power of your own mind. Because I gotta tell you, look, the world seems like a crazy place right now. Like, in Aldi today, adults have been fighting children out the way to get some bottled drink. Crimbo limbo is upon us all, and people are using alcohol or food or drugs or escapism in television or whatever to stop themselves from being present, to make themselves not have to feel how they naturally feel themselves. And so, this is where, in the next few minutes when I get started, you're going to learn the power of your own mind to change how you feel, to manage how you feel, to let go of feelings you don't want to be feeling. It's very, very powerful when you get into just how powerful your own mind is. It's when you learn you don't need drink, you don't need drugs. I'm not saying you can't do those things, and they might not be particularly healthy. It's entirely up to you what you do. What I'm saying is you don't need those things. Drink, drugs, junk food, escapism. We don't need any of it when we start to realise and recognise the power of our own minds. And I'll be totally honest with you. In my life, I've used all of those things to try and mask how I feel at various different points in my life. But since I've learned how to utilise the power of my own mind, it's been just that. It's been an absolute revelation. And that is my whole aim tonight. So I'm going to just give it a few minutes to let people get on. So I'm going to talk about it, set it up a bit, so that you know what we're doing tonight. And I got to tell you too, like, the way that I do a guided hypnosis, it might be a bit different to some of what you've heard before. You might have a nice app with a nice, soft spoken, very slow, deliberate bit of hypnosis or guided meditation. And don't get me wrong, I love that stuff, especially when I'm trying to guide myself off to sleep. But that's not what we're doing tonight. Tonight we're looking at the power of limitless hypnosis. We're looking at an energizing form of hypnosis that really allows us to really get into what's going on in here, to really mix it up, to really change it up, to really empower ourselves. It's very powerful stuff. And it's amazing too. It's so intuitive. It's so easy to follow along with this. When you close your eyes and you start to follow along, you'll be so surprised just by how easy it is for you to get there, to feel that feeling, to take your mind on that journey. Because that's what we're going to do tonight. We're going to take the mind on an empowering journey that is going to allow you to, just enjoy the feeling. Like, sure, it's nice to watch a good movie or whatever. I mean, I saw the Avatar movie in 3D on Christmas Eve, and it was mwah, it was so good. However, the power of your own mind to project something is even more powerful than that. The best Hollywood special effects will never come close to the power of what you can project with your own mind, and that's exactly what we're talking about here. Your mind already knows how to do this. Your mind is so powerful, it already knows how to do this. And so we're just going to guide it into that space. And so as we go tonight, we're going to go through a nice hypnotic journey. We're going to use the power of that limitless sphere of the mind to open up the mind. And we're going to let go. We're going to let go of fear, worry and doubt. We're going to let go of anxiety and stress and any of those feelings that your mind and body have been holding on to that you don't want to hold on to. Any of those feelings that your mind and body don't want to carry into the new year, we're literally going to dump those tonight. We're going to let them go. We're just going to take care of that and let your mind guide both your mind and your body in feeling utterly fantastic. And there's a wonderful trinity between body, brain and mind. Now, the body, of course, is this physical bad boy right here. It's got skin, it's got bones, it's got muscle, it's got blood, it's got organs. The brain is the physical organ that's housed right here. And between the two of them, they create the mind. And the health of the body and the health of the brain ultimately between them, have got a lot to do with how good the health of your mind is, your mental and emotional health. However, the mind itself is a key component in the physical health of the body and the brain. So altogether, all three of them work in this wonderful harmony to allow you to get to your optimal best. And that is exactly what we're looking at tonight, is allowing you to get to your optimal best, body, brain and mind, by utilizing the power of your mind, realizing just how powerful your mind is. And that's really the big take home that I want you to get from tonight, is when you go through this process, when you close your eyes in a minute and you go into this hypnosis, when you realize how easy this stuff is to do, recognize how powerful your mind is to guide you, to make changes. It's so powerful and empowering. And then resolve to use your mind properly and appropriately. Now, a lot of the time, our mind kind of uses us. It's like we feel like we're not in control of it. So we just let it run wild. In mindfulness circles, they call it the monkey mind, jumping from place to place to place. However, when the monkey is occupied, when you deliberately guide your mind, it becomes so powerful and empowered. And that's exactly what we're looking at doing, taking that chaos that's in the mind and giving it a focus. And by the way, that is all hypnosis truly is. It's singular focus of the mind. When you create a singular focus, you can create feelings in the body, you can turn pain down, you can turn good feelings up, you can drop anxiety and feelings like that. Now, I'm not saying that we're going to heal your entire life tonight, but what I am saying is you will feel some epic feelings tonight that you probably didn't expect to feel when you first sort of joined this. So we're going to get ready now to go into the hypnosis. So what I would like you to do is, first of all, if you are driving or operating machinery, then come back to this later. Do not listen to this whilst driving or operating machinery. Only listen when you can safely relax and just let go of the outside world for a few moments. So do just that. Sit back in a comfy chair, sit back or lay back on your sofa, lay down on a comfy bed, whatever's comfortable to you. Sit back or lay back right now. When you're ready to do so, close your eyes down. Get ready to start to comfortably relax your body and allow yourself to just start to flow with this process. So with your eyes closed now, allow yourself to start to focus your attention onto the sound of my voice. Let go of everything that is not the sound of my voice. Any outside or background sounds or noises can just fade so far into the background that you just stop noticing them. If anything required your immediate attention, you would absolutely notice that. Otherwise, let everything else fade so far into the background that you just stop noticing it. Let yourself, first of all, become aware of your breathing. Notice your breathing. Listen to your breathing. As you notice your breathing, notice the rise and fall in the chest and abdomen as you breathe in and you breathe out. You might even notice the feeling of the air as it goes down the back of the throat. And when you breathe out, you might even notice that the air is slightly warmer than when you breathed in, warmed up by the body heat. Just allow yourself now to just experience your breath. Feel how good that feels. As we breathe in, we're breathing in the air of life. As we breathe out, we're breathing out those toxins we don't need. And so now with each breath, imagine that you're breathing in a wonderful, calm, relaxed energy. You are breathing in a wonderful, calm, relaxed energy. And you're breathing out any stress or tension that you've been holding on to. So breathing in a wonderful, calm, relaxed energy. Breathing out any stress or tension that you've been holding on to. Each and every breath, the body can become more comfortable. Every muscle, cell and fibre in the body becoming limp, loose, lazy, limp, loose, comfortable, limp, loose, relaxed. And now, send your attention all the way to the soles of your feet. Focus completely on the soles of your feet. Focus entirely on the soles of your feet. Focus on the arches of the soles of your feet. And as you focus on the arches of the soles of your feet, You're sending your energy there. You might notice some warming or some cooling or some tingling in the arches of the soles of your feet. Keep all of the attention there now. You might notice that you're wearing socks or tights or shoes. You might notice your feet are touching the ground, or they lay on a bed, or whatever your feet are doing. Just allow yourself to notice that right now. Send all of your attention there and really allow yourself to notice that. And then take that attention that's in the arches of the soles of your feet and place it into your hands. Allowing your hands to feel really heavy, really comfortable, and really very relaxed. And really focus now on how relaxed can you get your hands to be. How relaxed can you get your hands to be? Can you get them to be so relaxed and so comfortable that it feels as if you don't have the muscular tension to lift the pinky right now? The hands can just take care of themselves for a moment. There's nowhere else you need to be. There's nothing else you need to be doing. Nobody wants anything from you right now. This is your time to just focus the mind. Let the hands be so heavy and comfortable right now. It almost feels like they're just truly taking care of themselves. They need no input from you. And take that hypnosis that you're creating in the hands and transfer it into those eyelids. Allowing those eyelids to feel really heavy and really comfortable. So heavy and so comfortable. Feels as if you just can't open them right now. The small muscles at the sides of the eyes are completely switched off. The small muscles at the sides of the eyes completely switched off. Purely because that's what you're choosing. You're choosing this comfort. You're choosing this flow. You're choosing to flow into this wonderful guided hypnosis right now. Let every muscle, cell and fibre in the face become limp, loose, lazy, limp, loose, comfortable, limp, loose, relaxed. Let the hypnosis work its way down the jawline, allowing the teeth to be unclenched and slightly parted. And send it all the way back down through every muscle, cell and fibre in the body now. All the muscle groups of the back becoming comfortable and relaxed. All the way down to the tips of the fingers. All the way down through the body to the tips of the toes. And the chair or sofa or bed that you're currently sat or laying on start to feel like a big soft ball of cotton wool or a big soft beanbag. And you're gently sinking into it, little by little, millimetre by millimetre, getting more and more comfortable with every second that passes. Becoming more and more comfortable with every second that passes, sinking back into that seat or that chair or that bed or whatever you're currently sat or laying on. Sinking into it in such a comfortable way. It almost feels now like you're just floating on a body of water. Like you're floating on a lilo or you're floating on some super buoyant water. Just floating freely. The body is just completely light. The muscles are heavy, so relaxed, yet so light and floaty at the same time. And imagine that your mind is floating through the sky on a soft pillow. Imagine your mind is floating through the sky on a soft pillow. That soft pillow starts to gently descend down towards the ground. And as that soft pillow descends down towards the ground, you can drift deeper down into hypnosis. Drifting down 10 times deeper. Drifting down 20 times deeper. Drifting down 50 times deeper. Drifting down 100 times deeper. The body is so relaxed. The mind is so wonderfully pinpoint focused on the sound of my voice and on any visuals that your mind is creating. And it's time now to allow your wonderful and powerful imagination to come into play. And allow your mind to take you to a magical place, a beautiful place, a wonderful place where you can make really empowering changes here today. This could be a place you've been before or a place that your mind conjures up right now. But allow yourself to be taken there now. And as you're there, allow yourself to fully engage your senses. Look all around you and see what you can see. Look all around you and see what you can see. Then listen and hear what you can hear in such a wonderful, beautiful, magical place. Reach out and touch things and notice how they feel. Notice whatever else you can notice in this space. Are you indoors or outdoors? Can you feel the sun or the breeze? What can you notice in this amazing and the magical space that your mind is taking you to? And this is a safe space in your mind. This is a safe space in your mind. You can return here anytime you like. You can close your eyes, return here and just switch off from the outside world. You can come here whenever you need to do any critical thinking. This is your safe space in your mind. And as you allow yourself just to explore the space, as you allow yourself to walk around that space, notice above you a wonderful rainbow. Doesn't matter if you're indoors or outdoors, there's a wonderful rainbow above you. It's a magical rainbow. And a rainbow, of course, is refracted spectrums of light. All the different colours of the rainbow, all the different spectrums of light. Now, light has no mass, so we can't touch it. But light has an energy signature, and all the different colours and spectrums of light have all got different energy signatures. And you can absorb whatever you need from this rainbow right now. So whether you need the energy of calm and relaxed, of feeling in control, whether you need the energy of empowerment, excitement, feeling fantastic, any combination of energies, start to draw them from the rainbow right now. Just reach up and draw that power from that magical rainbow. You're drawing that energy from that magical rainbow, and it's filling you up physically, mentally and emotionally, allowing you to feel whatever you want or need to feel here today. If you need to feel more calm and in control, let yourself feel it as that rainbow energy fills you up. You want to feel strong and empowered, let it fill you up. If you want to feel amazing, let it fill you up. Choose the feeling you want to feel. Allow yourself to fill up from it as you're filling up from the magical rainbow. Choose the feeling that you want to feel and let yourself fill up from it as you fill up with the energy of the magical rainbow. And the energy of the magical rainbow can fill you up so much. You can almost imagine rainbow colours just filling up your body. And just pick your favourite one now, your favourite colour of the rainbow. And it's like an aura or a force field all around you right now, protecting you, looking after you, keeping you safe, letting the good energy in, but letting the bad energy bounce off. Whatever bad energy is to you, any energy you don't want or need, it will bounce off of this wonderful force field. But it's a semi-permeable membrane, so it will let any good, positive and empowering energies in. And so let yourself just feel whatever you choose to feel here today. Let that feeling fill you up completely. Let it fill you up entirely. Let it almost tingle on your skin. Really connect to that feeling right now as you go for a bit of an explore. Now if you're outdoors, just start walking. If you're indoors, find a door to the outside and start walking. And as you're walking along, you notice that the sun is high in the sky. You can feel its warmth as the sun caresses your skin. You can feel a gentle breeze just slightly passing over you. And each time that gentle breeze passes over you, it carries away stress, strain, worry, fear, doubt, carried away like litter on the breeze, dancing away like litter on the breeze. And from now on, anytime you feel a breeze, you will be reminded that it carries away your stresses and strains, and it will feel fantastic. So anytime a breeze caresses you, you will be reminded that that is carrying away your stresses, worries, fears and doubts. What a wonderful feeling. So as you're walking along your path, you do notice that you're carrying a backpack, and it does feel quite heavy. And you wonder why you've never noticed it before. And you stop at a well. So there's a big, deep well, and you stop to examine the contents of your backpack. So you take your backpack off. You look in your backpack, and it's filled with bricks and boulders. And these bricks and boulders represent any stress, any anxieties, any worries, fears and doubts that you've been carrying. It could be anything you've been carrying for the last year. It could be anything you've been carrying for years and years. But you're ready to stop carrying it. So you pick up that backpack by the top and bottom and you tip it over the well. And you start to empty those bricks and those boulders into that well. It's a very deep well. It's so deep that you can't even hear when they get to the bottom. They seem to fall forever, and there's something very satisfying about that. An almost bottomless well for them to fall away into. And you continue to empty out that backpack. You empty out that backpack until it's completely light. Until there are no bricks or boulders left in your backpack. And now all you've got is a floppy little material backpack. And you realise you don't want to carry any bricks or boulders of any stress, fears, worries or doubts anymore. So you drop the backpack into the well as well. And you start to walk on. Walking away from the well, walking away from the backpack, walking away from any worry, fear or doubt you emptied into that well. Letting it go completely, letting it go entirely. Creating a brand new clarity and freedom in the mind. And that freedom permeates the body, brain and mind. And the body, brain and mind start to feel happy, healthy and healed. The body, brain and mind are feeling happy, healthy and healing. And so as you continue to walk on, you are of course reminded that this place where you came to is indeed a magical place. And so as you're walking through this magical place, you find yourself transforming into the form of an eagle. And you take flight on your eagle wings. And you find yourself as an eagle soaring through the skies. You're soaring over mountaintops. You're soaring over city skylines. You're soaring over open plains. You're soaring over the deserts. Soaring above the clouds. And the eagle truly is royalty in the bird kingdom. Most other birds would not try to tangle with the eagle. They would not mess with the eagle. The eagle is the most powerful of all the birds for its size. And it has one of the largest wingspans, so it can fly higher than most other birds. Crows, however, sometimes cross eagles because they compete for high up nesting spaces and for food sources. But eagles pay no attention to crows. The eagle simply trusts in its wings, soars higher than the crows can go. The crows try to reach up to get to the eagle, they can't. The eagle just soars above the crows, and the crows represent that lower vibrational energy of fear, of worry, of doubt, of anxiety, of anger, of any feelings that you want to be feeling less of. That's the crows down below. But you are the eagle soaring above it all. Soaring way above it all. You are the eagle soaring above the clouds. The crows cannot reach. Yet every now and again, a cheeky crow will blindside an eagle and land on its back. Still the eagle pays no attention to the crow. It simply trusts in its wings and soars higher than the crow can go. The crow gets disorientated, falls off the eagle's back, and then when it's back down into the air that it can actually breathe, it regains the gift of flight and flies away. And the eagle still pays no attention to the crow. So as you find yourself soaring above the clouds, allow any crows that have been taking a free ride on your back to fall away now. And as you soar over those mountaintops, the crows fall away. As you soar over those city skylines, the crows fall away. As you soar over the deserts, the crows fall away. As you soar over those open plains, the crows fall away. As you soar over the oceans, the crows fall away. And you fly freely on your eagle's wings, feeling the might and the power of the eagle, feeling the majesty of the eagle, but at the same time, feeling that wonderful, majestic beauty of the eagle. Feeling the eagle's soft as well as the eagle's hard. And you soar all the way back to the magical place, elegantly on your eagle's wings, landing gently, and you return to your human form, continuing to explore this beautiful place. And so once again, allow yourself to fully engage your senses. Allow yourself to fully engage your senses. Look all around you. See what you can see. Listen and hear what you can hear. Reach out and touch things and notice how they feel. Notice whatever else you can notice in the space. Notice any scents or smells associated with the space. Whatever you can notice in the space, allow yourself to notice it now. As you explore freely and you just notice that your body feels light. Your mind feels open and expansive, yet wonderfully focused. And you're starting to realize the power of your own mind. Your power to allow yourself to become truly limitless. To shed the limits that were given to you. The limits that were given to you by certain ideas, experiences, or words that never truly belonged to you. And we all start life as a sparkling diamond. But over time the diamond gets covered with mud and muck. But as we clear away that mud and muck, we get back to that diamond, sparkling at the centre, refracting light in 1,000 different directions, sparkling and gleaming. Allow yourself to sparkle and gleam. Allow your sparkle and gleam to shine. And allow your inner light to shine too. As those old crows and those old feelings that are no longer for you just melt away completely. Melting like butter in a pan. Melting like an ice cube on a hot day. As your mind feels clear, open, expansive and ready. Ready for you to set new ideas that are empowering for you. So any old ideas, beliefs or feelings that are no longer for you, they no longer serve you, they no longer help you in life. Your subconscious mind can let them go now. It can just let them fade away, replaced by new empowering ideas that you can do anything you set out to do. You can be completely empowered in any way you choose to. Yeah, there may be things you have to learn. You can't just get into a plane and fly a plane, but you can learn to fly a plane. You can learn to do anything. If you've learned something, you can learn anything. And so you can learn whatever you need to learn to live life absolutely on your terms. You can learn whatever you need to learn to live life absolutely on your terms. And let those ideas just settle into the mind, planted like seeds, ready to grow into the mighty oak trees of the new ideas, the new empowerment for you. I want you to think of the word empowerment. What do empowerment and empowered mean to you? Self-empowered. This isn't any external empowerment. I'm talking self-empowered. What does it feel like to feel self-empowered to you? Give that feeling a colour. And imagine filling up with that colour. From the tips of your toes to the tops of your head. You're going to fill up with that colour. Fill up completely. Fill up entirely. Let that colour drift down to the tips of your fingers. And once again, let it glow all around you like an aura. And you're a beacon of that light now, shining. You reabsorb all of that light, making that feeling bigger, bolder, brighter, better, even more empowering. And now, I'm going to count from 1 to 5. With each number that I say, you can allow yourself to come closer to full conscious awareness. And when I reach 5, you will open your eyes, bring your attention back into the room, and let yourself feel absolutely epic. 1, let the blood flow all around the body, waking up those relaxed muscles. 2, let the blood flow to every part of the brain, waking up those parts that have been dormant for too long. 3, you might feel the need for a bit of a stretch as you start to wake up the body. 4, getting ready to come out of this in every trance you've ever been in. And when you are ready to feel truly epic, truly empowered, truly fantastic, open your eyes. 5. Now when it comes to coming out of hypnosis, we all do it at a different rate. So if it takes a couple of minutes, it takes a couple of minutes. Let yourself come out at the rate that feels right to you. Let yourself come out at the rate that feels right to you. And as you do all come round, I would love, I've got my phone now to check the comments. I wasn't checking the comments before because, I want to make this as full as possible. But I'd love to hear from you guys now. What was your experience of this like? Did you enjoy this? Did it feel good? Was it easy to get into? Was it hard to get into? Let me know what this feels like to you. Give me a wee bit of feedback live here and now. The other part, of course, is if you've got any questions at all about what we've just done, hypnosis in general, limitless hypnosis, if you've got any questions about any of that, definitely pop those bad boys into the comments. And as I say, if I see them whilst I'm live, I will answer them here and now. If I don't see them when I'm live, then I will circle back and answer them in the comments. I've got a few now, so a few positive there. Some people had a good experience. Colin says he thinks he fell asleep. Interestingly, Colin, you might not have fallen asleep. What happens a lot of the time with hypnosis is the conscious part of our brain kind of checks out. The subconscious does everything. And we think we've gone to sleep because we don't consciously remember it. However, if you wake up at the point where you get counted out and the hypnotist says, open your eyes, then you probably didn't fall asleep. It was just your subconscious took over. If you'd fallen asleep, basically you'd probably still be asleep now. However, if you do fall asleep, it's no biggie. At the point when you're going to sleep, you're still listening, your mind's still absorbing. If you are asleep, you're probably not absorbing too much whilst you're asleep. When you're coming out of sleep, you're absorbing again. In fact, we go through hypnotic states when we go in and out of sleep, so it's very normal to fall asleep with hypnosis. However, like I say, if you're awake now, then you probably didn't fall asleep. So that's cool. You probably just went really deeply into hypnosis. So let's see, any more comments? Steve says he felt he was somewhere else and he was conscious of his deep breathing. And that's quite cool, isn't it? It's cool when you notice your breathing, you notice a change in the body and the brain, you feel like you go somewhere else, but it's its own unique experience. And Colin says he heard voices but distant. Yeah, that is a totally normal experience of hypnosis right there. The really cool part as well is whenever you do this, it tends to be different each and every time you do it. So Danny says, my mind wasn't busy that time, I let go of control. And that's quite cool too. It's something that a lot of people have a lot of difficulty with when we do hypnosis, especially the first few times, is letting go of what feels like control. But we get better at it as we go. It's really cool, it's really powerful. But whenever we practice this stuff, we do get better at it. Now, if you did enjoy this, and do keep talking to me in the comments, by the way, I love hearing how it was for you guys. But if you enjoyed this, then perhaps you'd like to come along on the 8th of January to my Zoom webinar, where I'm basically going to be teaching hypnosis. And it's a 2-hour webinar, and I will teach you to basically be able to get someone into hypnosis during that webinar. Hypnosis itself is not complicated. Hypnotherapy is much more complicated. To learn full hypnotherapy is much harder work. But to just learn hypnosis is dead easy. People don't realise that. It's a lot of fun too, and it's not scary, it's not dangerous, none of those things that people think. It's actually a natural state that we go into a lot of the time. It's very, very powerful. Self-hypnosis is something that we can use to really change our lives too. If you can hypnotise somebody else, you can hypnotise yourself. That is an absolute fact. And again, like I say, it's super easy to do. So 8th of January at 6 PM, I'm doing a Zoom webinar where I will teach everybody on that webinar how to do hypnosis, and we will have a bit of fun with it. We'll play with it. I'll do a group hypnosis. I will then teach the breakdown of the techniques. You go into pairs and you will actually hypnotise each other. And it's super basic, super simple, but super fun. And so if you're interested in knowing more about hypnosis, then come along. If you're interested in maybe learning hypnotherapy, definitely come along, because I'll be telling you how to get on to my hypnotherapy practitioner's diploma on that webinar. And even if you just want to learn a cool, fun trick that you can literally break out at parties, come along. The other part is, of course, if you're in management of any kind, or HR, or you've got your own business, and you want to know how to help your staff to maximise their well-being, or even to just maximise certain areas of focusing the mind, come along. Hypnosis is incredibly powerful and incredibly underrated for so many of these different things. So I've got a fair few thank yous here, that's lovely. So thank you to Steve, Colin and Laura and Coops for your thank yous. Anything else, guys? Any other observations that you guys had whilst you were following that guided hypnosis? And also, I'm interested too, anybody that does a lot of guided meditations that's usually very slow and rhythmic, how did the difference of pace feel to you? For some people, they have difficulty getting into it. For other people, it's a refreshing change of pace. I'm just intrigued to know how that felt for you guys that have done either slow and rhythmic hypnosis before or slow rhythmic guided meditations. But yeah, this stuff is a hell of a lot of fun to play with. And one thing I would say is go back and re-listen to this, because I'll almost guarantee you'll get a different experience to the first time. And whenever you do any sort of hypnosis like this, any sort of guided hypnosis, your subconscious mind will attach to it differently each time. And so you'll get a different experience of it. It's quite cool to do these things a few times and just see what you get from it differently each time. So Colin says, I can't remember. I'm sure that's in response to me asking how it felt, or how it felt compared to other times. So that's quite amusing. Brilliant, Colin. Okay, so like I say, guys, any questions for me, absolutely pop them in the comments, and I will either, like I say, I'll answer them right here now while I'm live, or I will answer them in the comments at a later time. I'm going to pop the link to the webinar as well in the comments when I'm done tonight. When I go off my live, I'll pop the webinar link in, so you can sign up for that webinar. And like I say, 8th of January, I will be teaching over a 2-hour period how to do hypnosis, and by the end of it you will know how to do this stuff. Like, you'll know it in a way that you can repeat it. You'll be able to go away and do it. You can like say to friends and family, hey, I can get you in and out of hypnosis. And by the way, you can take anybody into hypnosis. Now, I wouldn't say do deep therapy work with anybody, and what I mean by that is like close friends and family. But to guide them in and out of hypnosis, you can do it with absolutely anyone. No matter who they are, and it's kind of cool. You can do it. It's a very relaxing thing too, so it's very good for the mind, and it feels absolutely fantastic. So we've got a few more comments. Gillian says she'll definitely be revisiting this. Kay says thank you, it felt good, and even though I don't like birds, I was that eagle. That's fantastic, Kay. I'm glad that you were able to be the eagle even though you don't like birds, so that's really cool. Colin says we'll listen again and hoping this works. Danny says, I loved it! Brilliant. Thank you, and see you on the webinar. I'll see you there too, Danny. And Gillian says, thanks for tonight, Glenn. I feel so chilled now. That's wonderful. Guys, thank you all so much for joining me. It's been an absolute pleasure. As I said, I will pop the registration link to that webinar, so if you're not already signed up, do get signed up. It's going to be a lot of fun. We've got about 36 people signed up so far. In my experience, when it comes to sign-ups versus who turns up, we usually get about half of how many have signed up. So that's about probably 18 so far. I'd like to get about 30 in the room on the day. Like I say, we'll be pairing off to do the hypnosis. Don't worry about the numbers in the room. You will be paired off. You'll be working one-on-one. And like I say, it's really actually very basic to get people into hypnosis. It's a hell of a lot of fun. And it's something worth practicing and playing with. So guys, thank you so much for joining me. Like I say, any comments, pop them, any comments, questions, pop them in the comments, and I will answer them when I circle back. And I look forward to seeing you guys on the 8th of January. Also, just very quickly, if you do have more than a passing interest in hypnosis and hypnotherapy, obviously I'm open for hypnotherapy clients. You can get in touch with me, DM me. But if you'd like to learn hypnotherapy, I am, through my Freedom Formula Hypnotherapy Academy, about to launch a new group of the hypnotherapy training, which there was some very awesome, successful groups of that training last year and the year before, and the training is really coming into its own now. It's getting refined every time. And so I'd love to have some of you guys on that training, learn how to be a hypnotherapist, so you can either add it to what you already do, or you can have a full-on change of career, because it's a full-on diploma qualification. It is backed by the IPHM, the International Practitioners of Holistic Medicine. They actually accredit the course and the qualification, and so that allows you to become a full professional, qualified and insured, which is the most important part, hypnotherapist here in the UK and beyond, because it's an international accreditation. So guys, thank you all so much for joining me, and I hope to see you guys very, very soon. And yeah, you guys that are coming, I'll see you on the 8th. Bye bye.